The NCAA tournament is staying at 68 teams for now. As you know, officials were meeting this week in two different locations to discuss possible expansion for the men's NCAA tournament and the women's NCAA tournament. They have made it pretty clear they're not going to expand one without expanding the other. So you got to expand both. There's questions related to whether this is financially sensible to be expanding these tournaments, even the men's one. But where there is no denying that it's an issue is that on the women's side, it's a money loser. It would be. And so
to expand. Yeah, okay.
There are questions about whether it's a money loser on the men's side. People can argue about that if they want. It's not an argument on the women's side. It's a money loser. And so there's some, at least theoretically, financial reasons to question whether it's sensible to do this. But beyond that, it is mostly just a basketball conversation. What do you do to the regular season by making the bubble softer and putting more teams into this event? Because remember how irritated people were just last March when a very mediocre North Carolina team that beat basically nobody all season got into the field? Just know that going forward, if you expand, that team's in the field easily.
Yeah.
And then four more teams, if they go to 72, that are even worse than that, are also in the field. And the prevailing opinion among people who have jobs like my job and among college basketball fans is that we don't need to do this. You can do it, and it won't kill the sport or ruin, quote, ruin anything. That's where I break apart with some people who cover college basketball. They say, oh, it'll ruin. It won't ruin. It'll just diminish. It won't ruin. It won't kill. But it will diminish. And it won't be better. So what is the point? That's a rhetorical question. The point is actually what I'm about to tell you. The SEC and the Big Ten, they've expanded. And they want to go from getting 10 teams in the tournament to getting 12. They want to go from getting 14 teams in the tournament to getting 16. They're not interested in putting a second team from the Missouri Valley or the American Athletic Conference or CUSA or the A10 in the field. That's not what this is about. This isn't about opening up new opportunities for Bellarmine. This is about getting the 14th team in the Big Ten into the NCAA tournament, the 15th team in the SEC into the NCAA tournament. That's what this is about. And if they would just, the people that have the power to change this, come out and say that plainly, I would still disagree with them, but I would at least say, I appreciate you shooting me straight. What they've been doing is lying, just flat lying, and basing their arguments around the idea that Division I men's basketball has expanded in the past 20 years. However many teams we used to have, we got a lot more now. And if we got more teams competing in Division I, we need to have more places for them to enter the NCAA tournament. The problem with that logic is that of all the teams that have been added to Division I over the past 20 years, guess how many of them get at-large bids? One. They don't take these spots. So you could make Division I 360 teams, and only about 150 would matter. The same was true when there was only 300 teams. You ready for this? You could take Division I up to 500 teams, up to 2,000 teams. You know which ones would matter? About 150. We don't need more spots in the tournament because we have more teams in Division I, because the teams we're adding to Division I don't matter. They're all competing for the one. When you add schools to the Sun Belt, you know who they're competing with? Other Sun Belt schools for one spot. That was true 20 years ago. It's true today. And it doesn't matter how much Division I grows. So they're lying to you. They're lying to us. I don't have much patience for that. I'm capable of disagreeing with you and respecting your argument if I know it's coming from an honest place. That argument's not coming from an honest place. So there's been real pushback here. Real pushback. And I genuinely believe that it calls them to pause what it is they want to do. It doesn't mean that it ends the discussion. In fact, the discussion will probably never end until they expand. But I do think they realized if we announce we're expanding, the whole world as it pertains to college basketball is going to come down on us pretty hard because they've already come down on us pretty hard in advance of us even making a decision.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't need that right now. There's no actual benefit outside of getting extra Big Ten and SEC and ACC and Big 12 schools in the tournament to expanding the tournament. College basketball fans do not want this. It's not even clear that television networks want it. And so we'll just pause for now and revisit it at another time. The most prominent media member who's against this, staying at 68, is my friend Seth Davis. He has been pretty adamant, like he would like to see the tournament expand.